What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see, I want to talk with you all about my thoughts, my inclination inside that a couple of people, including Destiny and Wanda, may be plotting to return to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, before we discuss some of the most recent events that have taken place with certain former castmates, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video, because then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who also enjoy watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, and they also enjoy watching commentary concerning the cast. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would love to have you. I give live recaps on Love and Marriage Huntsville on Sundays. This Sunday, I will do an early afternoon live. Then the following Sunday, I do like an early evening live. So then I kind of swap back and forth. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. So, as you all know, several of us content creators talked about Destiny being accused of allegedly forging her ex-husband LeBeric's signature on a utility document. And then we all saw her go live when she decided to go to the courthouse. She definitely put on a show to garner sympathy from all of us. Her dad even drove in a separate vehicle, and they were holding hands as they were walking into the courthouse. Definitely check out my video on that. It was giving OJ and his friend who drove the Bronco for sure, because she definitely wanted us to replace the shock and disturbed feeling that we had with sympathy for her. But I actually feel sympathy towards LeBeric, because he actually has to go through the process of getting any derogatory remarks concerning this utility account off of his credit. And so that's, whom I have empathy for. But what I wanted to point out was, she also made the local Crime Stopper report in Huntsville, just like Kiki did. And I'm sure, just based on her history of allegedly, getting $6,000 from Melody as a financial blessing to get caught up on her bills, being a single mother, and Melody had empathy towards her. Just based off of that, I'm sure the need to forge someone's signature was probably legitimate. However, I'm sure she also had to think, I would hope to think, that she would consider, what if she got caught? What if LeBeric reported her? Perhaps I could knock out two birds with one stone and, get my name trending in the blogs, and perhaps Carlos and his production team will find me story worthy again, and I can just talk about this all next season. Or she could even, continue to play production and the viewers and be Mums the Word in all of her confessionals and in all of her scenes. But I definitely have a feeling, just in my opinion, and of course, everything said here is alleged and my opinion, that she may have been inspired by Kiki's Crime Stoppers report, and she figured she could probably do that as well to be on season 7 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She probably really felt confirmed in her decisions, her life choices, when she saw how the second half of season 6 started out with Kiki's Crime Stopper report. Destiny is probably expecting the same claim to fame for season 7. Now, what I also want to play for you all was this soundbite, because I'm going to talk about Carlos King more towards the end of this video. But when he interviewed her 3 months ago, he actually gave her a pretty good choice, so to speak. And of course, before I play this soundbite, I do want to say that the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on this soundbite, it is allowed. But let's listen to Carlos King serve up 2 nice opportunities to Destiny on a silver platter.
Would you like to come back to Huntsville or be on Love and Marriage Detroit?
Oh, Detroit get ready to have fire.
when they bringing it. They bringing it. They bringing it. Yeah, I mean, hey, both. Both, I'm gonna turn it down. Detroit is bringing it. I'm proud. I know that makes you feel so good. When I saw the opener, I was like, oh my God, Detroit, yes. You better tell it. You better tell that rich, deep history of Detroit. Baby, love it. I 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 love the show. I love Detroit. It's a great show. It's an amazing show. And as Michiganders, we're very proud of it together. It's a great show, and I'm glad. And real Detroiters and not Pontiacers like somebody else. Oh, not myself and Maurice. Yes. Hey. Speaking of you being friends and showing up,
Okay, so we heard Carlos actually ask Destiny, would she want to return to Love and Marriage Huntsville or be on Love and Marriage Detroit? So that let me know then 3 months ago that he was definitely not opposed to her returning to the show. But I felt like a few months before that, he spoke subliminally to someone about, and you all let me know, who was that interview with, where he was low-key complaining. He said, you know, we had Kimmy who was going through a major health crisis, and she would film for several hours a day, not complain, not even ask production, can we speed this up? He said she would wait patiently to film like her confessionals or do her part. And she shared her health crisis with the viewers. And then he said, meanwhile, I had this other cast member who would be asked a question and would actually say that that was like too much, or they didn't want to go there. It kind of made them uncomfortable. And then at the reunion, it was even Kimmy who brought it up, saying, you know, we have to work so hard to pull anything out of you, Destiny. So back when that reunion happened, and back when Carlos made that comment, he wouldn't say a name. We all knew that it was Destiny, but that was my heads up that she would not be on season 6. However, when this same Negro, Carlos, interviewed Destiny 3 months ago, I'm like, okay, he's interviewing someone who's no longer on the show, who would always be mums the word on her life. Although she was on a reality TV show, he's interviewing her, okay? Did he just give her like a break? And then when he had the nerve to ask her, do you want to return to Love and Marriage Huntsville or be on Detroit? I'm like, oh my gosh, she gets a choice with her performance. In the real world, in reality, if you underperform on your job and they let you go, then they definitely don't ask you to return and then ask you which position you want to take. So that's very annoying. And I don't think that it's fair to people who have been extremely transparent. Hell, we even know that, you know, Martell's finances ain't the same no more. Every episode, Chris Fletcher is trying to kick him out of the rental property. He's showing more than Destiny ever did. My goodness. So I just think that it's very unfair for her to get to just half step it in sharing reality. And then she gets a choice on which show. So y'all look for this girl to come back season 7. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'd rather that we all just function in reality and brace ourselves for the BS. So I want to talk about Kiki for a few moments, because I really think that this entire video is even a thing because of, you know, what happened with the water toss. And I know that Kiki is human, just like I am. I know that she's imperfect, just like I am. So definitely, I'm not even analyzing her choice to throw the water. What I'm analyzing right now are the repercussions and the chain of events that may take place or may have already taken place because of the water toss. You've heard me say on a couple of videos recently that I really do think that Tisha and Marceau Scott are going to use the water toss situation to their advantage, and Kiki will literally become their bargaining chip. You know, it's going to be like they will be betting on black, okay? And betting on a black woman that they are related to, okay? And I feel like they're going to say, okay, Kiki, quote unquote, assaulted Tisha with throwing the water. When Wanda tried to sucker punch Melody as a result of her behavior, she set out season 6. So Kiki, if you want her to return season 7, Wanda should get to come back, and you're gonna have to pay us because Tisha is the one whom the water was thrown on, and she was humiliated and she was attacked, and yada yada yada. I think they're totally gonna milk this for all that it's worth. And if you ask me, in my opinion, I feel like, Marceau Scott is Carlos's favorite. For whatever reason, I think that they have a bond. And it's like work politics, church politics, where the rules are not the same for everyone. And where there's cliques and favorites, they get to do what they want. And I think that's definitely Marceau. So, and I definitely don't blame or judge Kiki. I just feel like they are going to milk the situation for as much as they can. And then we'll have to see if Wanda returns during season 7. Do you all think that we will see Wanda? And in addition to the water toss, we all know that once Wanda realized that she was being sat down from season 6, she started her YouTube channel where she says very controversial things about some of her family members, mainly Kiki, as well as the bloggers. And I have a feeling that someone definitely told her to start the YouTube channel. We all know that it goes back to Maurice doing his blogger awards on Instagram. Sometimes I wonder if, like, Carlos recommended to Wanda that she starts her YouTube to try and be almost influential, the way Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel is almost like an additional castmate of the Married to Medicine cast. In my opinion, Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel, the channel itself, is like an additional castmate to Married to Medicine. And I feel like Carlos probably sees that, and he told Wanda to start her YouTube channel and, fire away. And that's definitely what old girl has been doing. And I think that the water toss was just like an additional thing that has happened that could bring Wanda back to the show. And then, I made a video several months back about my opinion. I feel like Miss Van is experiencing workplace retaliation. And then I think that's when we'll see Miss Van again on the show, as messed up as that is. You all let me know in the comments what you think about Wanda starting her YouTube channel in conjunction with the water toss situation. And, that brings me to this photo right here of Wanda herself. So I think that they kind of probably feel like the reality TV gods were shining on the Scotts family when Kiki tossed that water at Tisha. But I definitely feel like that was a bonus in their whole game to bring Wanda back. And I feel like production will say to Kiki, we definitely want to see you on the show. And then as a result, they're going to bring Wanda back. My question is, I have a question right now. It's not even commentary. It is a question. With Melody being the executive producer of the show, and she was the one that allegedly was going to be sucker punched, will anyone have a sit down with Melody and, try at least to sell her on Wanda coming back? Will they at least ask Melody, if she's cool with that? Like, are they going to do that or what? Or will it just be she'll just show up for an all-cast event and Wanda will be there? You know what I'm saying? If Wanda were to come back, do you think that Carlos would actually have a sit down with Melody and explain his why behind it and, be courteous about it? Or do you think Melody would just show up to an all cast event and Wanda would be there? Okay, y'all. So now let's talk about Carlos. First of all, I feel like the content creating gods were shining on me tonight when I found this photo. It looks like it is from, is Phaedra in her wedding gown? I remember that headpiece and looking at photos of her. I feel like this is I feel like this is her wedding. And Carlos is like, they must, I don't know if what song was playing. I don't know if it was like doing the butt from School Days, the Humpty Dance by Digital Underground, or something by R. Kelly. I have no idea, but whatever it was, it got them pretty lit. Phaedra is down, hands to her knees. Make a ghetto girl put her hands on her knees, okay? And then Carlos King is behind her, like he's about to, hit it from the back, and her tongue hanging out. So I totally had to give you all that visual, and I hope like it doesn't upset your stomach. But with Carlos King, I feel like he oddly connects with the person that triggers everyone. Like he would actually give another paycheck to Destiny, although she doesn't share her reality. And he would bring back Miss Wanda, knowing she don't see it for Melody, don't see it for that girl, and would have tried to hit her at the melee, at the relaunch of Madani. Not only that, his most recent choice of interviewing Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, that told me like, oh my gosh, he will interview someone who is still making excuses for the monkey sounds, the blue monkey comment, all that foolishness. He is interviewing her. And that interview, that was like Destiny's Live when she was turning herself in, because it was all about, Erica Mena. Her mom was in jail when she was pregnant with her. Erica was in the foster system and, was violated, unfortunately. Just leading up to the conversation about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, he's trying to make you cry about Erica. And I'm not saying that her life story isn't valid. It most certainly is. But don't try and brainwash us or do like reverse psychology on us. You know why we're not effing with Erica Mena, Carlos. So I hope this Negro is going to interview Spice. I hope we're going to see that interview. Because if he's not going to do both sides of the story, that is ridiculous. And allegedly, he's gotten a lot of backlash, honey. He did a video, I think it was just yesterday, called where he gave his commentary on his interview. And honey, they are dragging him in the comments. It is ridiculous, about how he interviewed her. So if he wants to like save his behind, he better start scheduling that interview with Spice ASAP. So I wouldn't be surprised if he would totally bond with Destiny and Wanda and pull out all the stops to bring them back. But you all let me know in the comments what you think about these two women possibly plotting to return to LAMH. And please hit the like button on this video. I would really appreciate it. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. Happy Friday. I hope you have an awesome weekend. I was off today from work, got the maintenance done on the C-Class, baby, went to the gym, went to the park. It was warm today. Another Indian summer has returned to us, thank God. And I went and saw a scary movie tonight, Five Nights at Freddy's. I am never going to Chuck E. Cheese again. All right, I will talk with y'all soon. Bye.